Mayday, Mayday. Victor Bravo Sierra. This is AID flight number. We have total. A last known position 30 miles east of Tikal heading 124.
Welcome to The Incredible Race. Earlier this week, after an emergency crash landing in the middle of the Guatemalan jungle, we were introduced to Jess, a young woman fresh out of missionary training and on her way to her first mission deep in the Amazon. We also met Moose and Buddy, two excited brothers who got on the wrong plane on their first leg in the incredible race, but who are holding firmly to hope that they will make it back in the race somehow. We were then introduced to Raina, a retired nurse turned flight attendant, as well as Captain, who is now deep in the jungle to call, trying to find help. And last, but certainly not least, Miles, a spoiled rich kid who has had enough of everything and finally collapsed from jungle fever and is now fighting for his life. Join us now for the conclusion of the incredible race.
Dear Journal, it's been a scary 24 hours since Miles collapsed, and Raina hasn't left his side since it happened. For a long time, it was touch and go as he drifted in and out of consciousness, and then became disoriented. But his fever has finally started to calm down, so we think the worst is over. Thank you, Lord, for answering our prayers and sparing his life.
Hey, there you are. I've been looking for you. Oh, are you okay? There, I know just how you feel. In fact, I've shed a few tears myself. He's gonna be alright. I'm sure of it.
He's gonna be alright.
Well, Miles, of course. Who else would you be crying about?
That's glitter in my thumb.
Oh, brother, let me see. Oh, wow, that's a big one.
It is?
Come on, let me see it.
No, her.
Don't be a baby.
Promise you'll be gentle.
I'm your best friend in the entire world. Now look the other way.
Alright. Go ahead, I'm ready.
I'm already done, you goof.
You are? You are? Oh, thank you,
Okay,
thank you, thank you.
That's enough. What was that?
Oh, it's my new kitty.
What? Oh, he found
Come
a
here,
panther.
look. Isn't he cute?
It's a panther. It's a leopard.
Yeah, cute. You know, we can't keep him.
Why not?
Because we're in the incredible race. And speaking of the incredible race, I wanted to show you this book that Jess gave us. I think it'll really come in handy.
How's a book gonna help us in the incredible race?
Well, you see, it's got really important words and phrases and no, there aren't any pictures.
Brats, you know, there should be a law. Every book should have pictures.
I know, you say that every time. But anyway, it's got tons of important words and phrases in different languages, which will really help us since we're going to be in tons of different countries.
What kinds of words and phrases?
Well, for instance, let's see, do you know how to say, where can I find a taxi in Spanish?
Sure. Where can I find a taxi in Spanish?
That's not what I meant.
Hey guys, good news. We think Miles is gonna be okay.
That's great.
What do you have there?
It's my new kitty.
Kitty?
Isn't he cute?
Oh, that's no kitty. That's a jaguar cub.
No wonder you almost bit my finger off.
Yeah, well, you might want to put him back right away, because his mama will be coming. And believe me, you don't want to be around when she does.
Really? Okay, Moose. Will you go with me?
Sure, buddy, you lead the way.
Guys, I'd pick up the pace if I were you. Oh, that's his mama for sure. No, don't bring it back there. I think I'd let them tell you. So how are you feeling?
Much better, now that Miles is out of danger.
Is he still sleeping? Yeah, which is what I need to do. That's for sure. Have you slept at all since he collapsed? I couldn't. His condition was just too serious. Well, I gotta say, I was impressed. You seem to know what you were doing. Yeah, that's because I was a nurse for 10 years before I was a flight attendant. Wow, and God used that to help Miles. That is so amazing. Yeah, and you know what else? God used you to help me. What do you mean? Well, when I was with Miles, I had a lot of time to think. About my life and all that you shared with me the past few days. That the world is broken and that I'm broken. And it's all because of our sin. You know, before I used to consider myself a good person, but I'm not. And just like everyone else, I've sinned over and over and over. And I knew that was a problem I couldn't ignore. It's like my eyes were opened for the first time. I know exactly what you mean. Same thing happened to me. So did you read those Bible passages I gave you? I did, and I believe everything they said about Jesus. That he died for my sin and rose again. And I prayed, and I asked God to forgive me and save me. Wow, Raina, I can't even tell you how happy I am right now. Yeah, and you know what's strange? My whole perspective has changed. Before, Miles was a giant thorn in my flesh. But now, as you well know, I could not stand to be around him. But now, I don't feel that way at all. That is so cool. I know, I can't believe it. It just got me thinking. If God is willing to love me with all my issues, who am I to withhold love from someone else, no matter who it is? You're so right. And there's a verse that says just that. If God so loved us, we also ought to love one another. So Christians are supposed to be the most kind and loving people in the world. Oh, hey Miles, how are you feeling?
Much better. Thank you.
Wow, glad to hear it. Yeah, you were one sick kid.
Yeah. Never felt that bad in my whole life. I honestly thought I was dying, and, well, it kind of scared me.
Really?
So I just wanted to say thank you for taking such good care of me. I know I've been rude to everyone, and especially to you, Miss Rena. You didn't deserve it. Will you please forgive me?
Of course I forgive you. And will you please forgive me for being so short-tempered with you? Could that be the captain?
Yes! There he is!
I'm so glad he made it safely.
Wait, maybe he didn't.
You're right, it is the captain.
He made it!
Whoa!
Sorry it took so long. Is everything okay?
Yes, we're fine. But what about you? Yeah, what happened?
Oh, this? It's nothing new. In fact, I was hoping no one would notice. So anyways, I got a boat waiting. Believe it or not, there's a navigable river not far from here.
So are you going to tell us what happened?
Yeah, we want to know.
All right, well, let's see. Would you believe me if I said I was walking through the jungle, minding my own business, when suddenly a band of monkeys snatched me up and threw me into a river where I was attacked by a school of piranhas and a 20-foot crocodile?
Ha, you would have got us there if you hadn't said a band of monkeys.
Yeah, that's silly. Monkeys get like music.
Not that kind of band, fellas.
Okay, how about this? One dark and stormy night, a ferocious jaguar chased me into a cave where I hit my head on a stalactite. And then I was swarmed by a million vampire bats and almost strangled by a 50-foot anaconda.
And I thought I had an imagination.
Okay, why don't you tell us what really happened?
Oh, all right, but you have to promise not to laugh. So, here's the story. After an incredibly grueling 3-day trek through the jungle with no sleep and very little food, you couldn't imagine how relieved I was when I finally made it to the village. It was like coming to an oasis in the desert. And when the people saw me, they came running to greet me. It was amazing. Until I tripped on a tree root, face planted into a pole. Ouch! Ouch is right. Too.
Well, at least you made it back. That's the important thing.
True. So anyways, that's what happened. We really should get going. Nightfall will be here soon.
Okay, we'll get our things.
You know, if it makes you feel better, I face planted lots of times in the poles and trees and all that sorts of things.
Why am I not surprised? So anyways, you boys aren't still expecting to get back into that race, are you?
Oh, absolutely. We've been training hard all week. I'd say we're more prepared than we actually came. Wouldn't you say, buddy?
Incredible race, here we come!
Interesting.
Okay, I think we're ready.
So the time has come. One last look at this place.
Yeah, it's great. I wanted to get out of here so badly. I think I'm gonna miss this place after all.
Seriously?
Nope.
Well, I wouldn't say I'd miss it, but it will be a special memory, a very special memory. It's where a new beginning started for me, and I'll always be grateful for it.
Well said.
You ready?
Yes, you're ready. We're very ready.
All right, let's go.
Dear Journal, so everything turned out okay. Well, almost. I got to Manaus in time to catch the boat to the Amazon interior, and Raina continued her career as a flight attendant with a new sense of purpose. She also kept up with Miles and eventually led him to the Lord. Moose and Buddy, well, they weren't able to get back into the incredible race. In fact, they got on the wrong plane again, and no one knows where they are. Thank you. I'll never forget such an incredible adventure.